Wax.
What you talking about now?
All right, let's get started, people.
What you got?
Okay, welcome back, guys. This took a minute for us to get started, huh?
Yeah.
From 3 o'clock, 2 hours, but it's
Yeah.
okay because you did a whole nother podcast with somebody else.
I did.
The 5-year-old. You guys
Okay.
did great.
Nobody actually liked that. That was just like talking to myself.
This
This is my type of people. You get me.
He understood you. You understood him. You guys are great.
All right, man. Listen. We over here in detention.
And we're only going to sing.
No, this is ISS, in school suspension.
No, this is ISA, ISB.
I am your principal.
No, I am your principal.
That's why you out of class right now, because you're speaking without being asking questions. So why you kicked out of school? What happened? What's going on?
You're kicked out
See?
of school.
You hear this guy? This is what our generation is right now. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? Why are you kicked out of class?
Tells me to get out and I just watch TV and the tablet and do whatever I want.
No, you can't do that. What about learning? That's why you go to school to learn, right?
No, she kicked me out. That's why I do whatever I want.
Oh.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for showing up to another episode. This is now episode 5 of whatever she said.
Oh, shit, we lasted.
We lasted.
It was. What you think gonna go first? The relationship or the fucking podcast?
On the podcast.
what you think? At our rate, I think they both gonna last.
They both have to last.
Yeah, they have to last.
Yeah, Jesus
It's kind of
Christ.
cool.
It's kind of cool. We're episode 5. It's like we're counting episodes like you were counting days being faithful.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of cool.
And listen, I got so many days in, I just stopped counting. And I wish, some days I'd be like, damn, I want to know. And I can count, but I was like, damn, I want to know how many days it's actually been. And it was like, wow.
We'll figure it out. So before the episode's over, I'll do the calculator.
See
how many days you've been faithful to me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, thank you for coming back. This week, we want to shout out one of our listeners because if it wasn't for you guys listening and downloading, we just wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
We just wouldn't.
We'd be talking to each other all day like we do anyway.
So maybe we would show up because we're going to talk anyway.
Yeah, we're going to talk anyway. We just ain't have to put these fucking shit on.
We don't have to do the whole production.
The picture and
this
famous plant.
But baby.
What we going to name this plant?
We're going to name this plant something?
Hell yes.
Okay.
All the time.
You're better than we at plants. And hopefully it doesn't die. I killed the other one.
Survivor.
All right, so we have Survivor with us. Today I want to shout out KK Burke, and I actually know who this is. Yeah, it's Cara. Yeah, she left
How would I know Cara?
She came for the gender reveal. She helped with the balloons.
Oh, balloons.
Yes,
all
with
right.
the little girl.
Yep.
Okay, so she says the unconventional perfect relationship. You two just keep going to higher heights together and individually. You're so much alike, yet allow your listeners to hear different points of views. This is the new relationship pod for everyone.
I think it's dope.
Love you guys and take this project as far as it can go. You know what?
I appreciate that.
She is so sweet. And she'll support all the time, everywhere.
You think she's doing that because she bought the balloons?
No, she just put the balloons together.
Oh, I'm just saying, some people like, I did their balloons. Let me just go ahead and write a good review. Don't be just doing that. If this is real from your heart, if you think this shit suck, I want to hear this shit suck. Don't be having us over here thinking that we doing our thing and laughing and all that shit. We suck, baby.
I think she would tell us.
I think I can.
Yeah, she's very honest.
She's genuine, honest. All right,
yeah, she would be like, all right, y'all need to change this up.
Respect.
Yeah. So everybody else, make sure I want to keep shouting you guys every single week. Go to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. Not only do we like to see them, but it definitely helps us also in our podcast journey.
Yeah, I like this.
And this week for our pet peeve of the week, I have one written here, but now I'm gonna change it.
Can you at least ask me
No.
anytime?
No, it's whatever I say. Whatever
okay, she. And I ain't she. So, hey, you're right.
It's whatever I say.
Yes.
One day, maybe when I run out, I can't think of any. But I had a really good one, but now I'm changing it. And now maybe use the other one because I changed it right before we started recording. And it's Wax's Obnoxious Yawn.
Hey.
So if you have a person.
Listen, it's so crazy. I got to do it right now.
Do it. You're holding it back?
I'm trying to hold it back.
So he has this really it's not that one. He has this really obnoxious loud. Now I want you to close your eyes And imagine that you are driving and all of a sudden you hear these like, do, 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 stop signs, red lights come on and you're stopped at a train track, right? And then all of a sudden the loudest train comes in front of your car and it's just like,
I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I do that. Where did I get that from? I've been doing it for years. Like ever since I know you, I always did this. Like every week.
So wait, did it start now?
I don't know. Hell no. I always did this.
And no one ever told you, wow, like stop doing that shit.
Everybody know that's wax.
Okay, no, well, it's really embarrassing. We're out in public. We'll be talking to someone. We'll be eating at a restaurant, and all of a sudden, it's just this really loud, obnoxious yawn comes out of this really big black man. So no one's gonna say anything, right?
That's probably why they didn't say nothing all these years. Your ass the only motherfucker who always talking shit to me. Like nobody ever talked to me the way you ever talked to me in life. Like you, like
no one ever loved you the way I love you either.
I get it, but I'm talking about not even my mama talked to me the way you talk to me. Shit, and I know my mama love me, but damn, you love me.
You were talking to your mom, and I'm like, you're supposed to be getting dressed.
And she started laughing like, "Up, let me go ahead and I'll get you in trouble." She's taking over my job. She's doing a good job.
I was so scared that your mom was gonna be like, "Don't talk to him like that."
She was like, "Good job for taking over because that wasn't needed."
Yeah, you definitely do. But anywho, that's a big pet peeve of mine. It's just I know there's some people that sneeze really loud, really obnoxiously.
Yeah,
you have to. You laugh really loud and you yawn really loud.
I don't really laugh really loud.
What? Your laugh, your giggle. It's all over the room. But I don't mind the laugh because your laugh makes everybody else laugh. The yawn, it's scary, and people are probably wondering like, where is it coming from?
Stop saying yawn because you make me want to yawn now.
Okay, sorry.
Stop talking. Don't talk sleep shit with me.
Fall asleep.
We don't sleep at night. I try not to sleep hard because I know that I'm gonna have to get up. You know what I'm saying? And a certain time, I know if I'm going to bed like 12, and it's about to be 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll be like, she'll be up at 2:33. So
I did pretty good last night, but I
did amazing last night.
I took melatonin before we went to bed.
Oh, you took drugs?
It's not drugs; it's natural.
Here we go.
It's melatonin.
Cocaine is natural too.
Well, when I get back to Adderall, you can call it cocaine. I don't mind.
Definitely cocaine.
Listen, it's whatever. Anywho, so yeah, if you have someone that does any of that, it's just either like calling it to their attention. I don't know if they'll ever change it. I don't think you'll ever change it. Your yawn.
Nah, it's just something part of me. It's like, come on, there's nothing I can do about it. You think I want to do that shit?
You just yawned 3 times and it was nice and quiet.
Yeah, because I'm conscious of it right now. I know that we on the mic right now and I'm trying not to show everybody that I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
maybe you should try that more often.
I'm a man right now whose girl, soon to be wife, is 9 months pregnant, basically.
You just made someone else yawn.
And I fucking have to try to get some sleep. We don't sleep at night. So yes, I am tired.
Okay. All right. Fine. Sorry.
Yes.
So we're going to move on to one of my favorite segments. And that is from the therapist couch. Stop yawning.
You shut up.
From the therapist couch.
Yes.
So you guys know we've been going to therapy and we're working on our relationship. Not because we hate each other, not because we're like, oh my God, we're about to break up, but because it's maintenance, right?
Fillers,
like oil change.
Yeah.
Is that a good analogy?
Oil change.
Right?
Okay, that's a lot of oil changes though, baby. You get a fucking oil change every week. That's kind of a lot of fucking oil changes. Real deal. All those oil changes, baby. Shit.
From the therapist couch. So this is something that can't happen without us meaning for it to happen. So while we're in therapy and things are getting heated, communications wise, and he's saying certain things and I'm saying certain things, and all of a sudden I remember I said something and Wax took this deep breath. And instead of replying, he just... And I didn't notice it because I was ready to keep arguing.
That's what she does.
And the therapist was like, I like that. And I said, what the fuck did you like? What would he do? What he do? I thought I was saying something good at this point. Why is he getting praises?
Because she watching me get tortured and broke down and stabbed up and hit with bats and crowbars and stuff. And she watching me actually get all that pain and didn't try to, give nothing back.
Finally, after 13 hours inside the office.
I had the husa.
So
you know what I'm saying?
But it was good. Once I saw you doing it, I was like, that's really good because before we would just go at it, right? It's like you go, I go, you go, I go. And we're like, not
time for that.
Well, we have plenty of time. But then you decided that you weren't going to have time for it anymore.
No more time for that.
And he took this deep breath, and she was like, I like that. And I think that made him conscious that he did it as well, because he did it unconsciously. But now I have noticed him here at home, like when, if not, it hasn't been arguments, just like instead of like
you cracking
biting back,
or something,
he'll
like
just
that.
breathe and then take a second. And I'm like, so now I've been breathing. I'm like, wow, taking in
You
all.
been breathing?
I breathed.
When?
All the time.
I didn't hear you breathe once. When the fuck you breathe? Tell me how you breathe.
Whenever, instead of cussing you out, I breathe.
When did you breathe?
I would have cussed you out more.
When?
I do, baby.
You never breathed. Every breath was a curse behind it. There was not a fucking breath without a curse behind it. So you tell me you did.
Yes. And then I turned around and stopped talking to you. Yes. I breathed just like that. So basically, I think it's a really good way to cope with when you're in the middle of an argument or in the middle of being heated, right? So just take a second to, that breath will give you a second to think and not react right away. Because I think we're reactors.
Definitely reactive. I play defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm a defensive person. I let a lot of people, like literally dig your grave. And that's why I'm saying, if you get me to a certain spot, it's like, that's kind of on you, because I've tried everything not to try to get it to go to the spot.
So we've already determined that in therapy, that in your brain and in your world and in your realm of things, you think that you've tried everything. But really what happens in Wax's world is that he doesn't realize that his experiences aren't the only valid ones. So he's like, I've tried everything. He has tried everything known to him and what he believes that is right.
Known to human. No, known to common sense. Known to regular people.
This is why we're going more often than oil changes at the moment, because he doesn't realize that the humans and common sense is not a thing. So it's really, really often oil changes. We're more like at the gas station, and we have a leak.
That's what it sounds like. I think it's saying like we got a leak, and the leak is not here. I'm sealed up, baby. And I let me be the oil on this one. You got to be the can. You got to be the base in this. And
so really now I got the leak.
I need you to seal up, so we can hold this oil, so we can continue to keep on going, because too many oil changes is out of control. Oof. That will start getting more expensive.
This therapist is about to get paid a lot.
Listen, a lot of oil changes start getting expensive, baby.
No, but it's okay. Listen, I'm here because I noticed that he realized that there are a few things that we can do different. So he's sealing some of his holes, and I'm sealing some of my holes. So we both can admit that we both have a little bit of holes.
I'm going to 10W for 50 or something like that. Whatever the thicker. You know what I'm saying? A thicker oil.
Oh,
I got to change it up, because this watered down shit that you is going on. I ain't got time for that shit.
Oh, okay, Mr. Perfect. Anyway, we're going back to therapy next week.
You got a fucking big ass hole in your fucking canister.
Hold on. Moving on to the next motherfucking subject.
Yeah, time for your hole. Seal your hole. I hope that was sealing your hole up, right? That's what you need to do.
This breath is going to seal me up right now.
Seal it up.
Seal it up, seal it up, seal it up. Anyways, going into this week's segment or topic of the day is the fact I want to talk about a little bit about our mistake that we made this week.
Oh, this week I'm about to say shit getting together.
No, we made a little bit of mistake.
Mistake.
It was like
it's a good mistake. Now that I know that mistakes are not always bad, you know, this is a good mistake. Like it's one of the best mistakes I ever made in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You tripped into something that was good.
I tripped into something. I fell into something. A lot of times you trip and fall into things, you probably end up hurting yourself or something. I slipped into a good pile of shit.
Well,
it had a $50 bill in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we slipped into accidentally making a pregnant porno.
Oh wow!
This week,
how did this even happen? I got footage from me. I'm like, TMZ was at the window or something like, who the fuck was
I was like,
this?
Look at this, babe.
But where you get that from? What made you go to this?
Okay, so I'll tell you what, you woke up that next morning and the alarm goes off. You know how I get the motion sensors? So I opened it up and I was like, by mistake, I opened it up and it opens up all the motion sensors. And all of a sudden I see ass, like a couple motion sensors down. And I'm like, why is there an ass right here? And I'm like, when I opened it up, it was my ass.
Definitely, yeah.
So
for sure it was your ass.
I was like, wait, what's going on? So the night before, so we don't have sex that often, which is what we're going to talk about pregnancy sex during this episode. And I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. Let me go ahead and and give you a little something as much as I can.
I
right?
appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So we've been out twice in the past like week and a half. We went to a baby shower.
Yes.
And after this baby shower, we were like, all right, we're going to spice things up. So we stopped at the sex store.
Yes.
It's like 10 o'clock. We're like, let's stop at the sex store on OBT. If y'all are from Florida, you know, OBT is like the hookers road. So we
Great
go in
spot
there.
for it too. If y'all ever get out of business, holla at me.
They'll never go out of business. That
Not
place
go out of
has
business, but
been
if y'all
there.
want to sell, like,
Oh, that place
keep
has
it
been
there.
there so long, like forever. They'll always have it. So we go in there. We don't really know what we're looking for. We're like, we have every vibrator known to like man, but like, what can we look for that will help
my baby
us?
ain't cheating on me. Here go another toy.
He brings a new toy all the time, and I'm like, come on, I only have one vagina. Like, relax. I can only use one at a time.
Just in case if you want to use your other one. There you go.
So we're trying to figure out what to get, and we're like edible panties, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the vibrating panties where you have the remote.
That's what I wanted. The vibrating panties. That's what we really went in there for. The vibrating panties.
No, we did not go in there for that. We were just looking, but I know you play too much, and I was like, you know what? This is not a good idea.
Great. I'll put them on. I was gonna hit her ass up.
I'll be working or in the middle of a webinar, and you guys are gonna see me like,
this is perfect.
Nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe not. And then I don't know how you came up with the idea. She gave it to you, the lady, because she saw us struggling. Like, we didn't know what to do. We looked at all kinds of like horse-sized dildos. Remember those?
We was not looking at that, so don't say that.
It wasn't. I showed you.
We went down the aisle, and this one of the aisles is like out of control shit.
It was out of control.
She said, "I think we're in the wrong place." And we turned around. And went the other way.
We were definitely in the wrong place. But I will say they have every shape and size and color. It's wow.
Yes. If you want to put anything in your body, that's
Go
what
there.
girls do. Girls, y'all putting things in your body, so take it easy. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It was insane. So finally, you guys come up with. So if you're pregnant and listening to this, and you're thinking about getting pregnant, it's a really great tool, and it was a vibrating cock ring. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So I don't know how they came up with this idea, and I was like, wow, this is so smart.
Makes
because
sense.
I no longer can reach. I don't know what I don't
know
know what it looks like anymore. I can't reach it. So if I'm sitting, the positions get a little hard. But anyway, we make
it work.
Whenever we do make it work. So we got that, and it's been a week and a half, and we haven't used it. The bitch is just sitting there in the box next to the bed.
So I'm like,
my cleaning lady came over, dusted it off, and put it right back on the dresser. Oh, she cleans my stuff.
I'm talking about it stayed in the box, just sitting there like it's a toy. And I'm like, whatever.
One day we'll use it. So I figured it was time to use it. So we used it, and we went to the living room because we don't usually do the living room. But I was like,
didn't have it in the living room.
No. But I'm saying that's where the porno came from.
We didn't have it in the living room.
I know, sweetheart. I went back to saying that we haven't had sex in a long time. We've been doing. We were trying to get freaky or whatever.
Yeah.
So
we had a moment.
Yeah. And then came back, nothing happened, and then that night we used the living room, and it was all right, but I thought it was cool until I looked at the video, and it was two handicapped motherfuckers going at it. It was the most handicapped porno in the world.
It wasn't that bad.
Maybe it was bad.
What the fuck you was writing me? How is that bad?
Because here's how the writing goes. It doesn't go like your typical porn. It's more like I'm on top, right? And then all of a sudden I go down to try to kiss him, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, hold on, help me up. So he pushes me up. Then I'm like,
okay?
You gotta come to me. So then he comes to me, and then it still squishes my stomach.
Not that way. Wait.
No, wait, not this way. Then it's like the things get really good, and my stomach starts cramping up.
That's when it starts tightening up. It's like, are you okay? You sure? Wait, hold on. Cut out slow. Wait, shit, baby.
So all of this is on video.
Lord Jesus.
So there will be like some like a good 15 seconds, then like a couple seconds when we're like, all right, is everything okay? Checking in, like move. So then like the switch positions, and then we're switching positions, and we're trying to make sure that I don't hurt his foot, he doesn't hurt me.
Hey, try to wait for. I don't have a foot where she giving me some. Like that was the first time I actually walked. I don't know if everybody know, but
oh my god, yes,
I am on crutches with. I ain't on crutches, but I'm walking. But I'm walking with a little limp, and I usually use my little buggy shit around the crib and all that shit. And she said, "You gonna give me some?" She said, well, "You don't need your buggy." I'm like, "Girl, you'll bring your ass."
He left the buggy. He left his buggy all the way in the diner. That's how I know you're using it more like as a crutch right now. Because we caught him on camera. It's on camera where he's walking like kind of fast.
I'm like, listen, because you'll change your mind in 2 seconds. Almost every single night, she'll say during the day, right? I don't know if she get like a horny spurt. She'd be like, I'm gonna get you something tonight. And I'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank God I don't take Viagra or nothing because I didn't use all the fucking pills for nothing. You'll be ready for no reason. I mean,
sitting there with a hard meat just
for no reason. Like, she's
and I'm
again.
asleep. No, you walked fast as hell to that living room. But anyway,
I got time for you to change your mind. Not again.
We accidentally definitely made that porno, and I've never recorded myself before. So I'm 33 years old, and the only time I've been on video was the one time when you busted my lip. Remember? In the Bronx, trying to grab the phone. That was one hell of a. I think
she's out of control. You pop your own lip. Kind of out of control.
Yeah, we were. I think I told this story on Shut I'm 30 back last summer where we were in, just doing a little freaky dicky stuff. I have a
problem with the work.
Before he went to work during the day, and he stopped by for a pit stop. So I just hear him say, "Baby, look up." And when I look up, all I seen was my face with a dick in my mouth, and I was like, "Oh, no!" So I lunged towards the phone.
I'm like, okay, I could just did it. You asked me. It's so easy. Just take it off.
So let's talk about consent here.
Look at yourself. Like, I mean, I just want you to look at yourself and be like, "Let's look dope." Like, right?
I have never seen.
So slow down. See now. See, back in the day, I didn't really know who this out of control person was at first. So now she's like more of a reactor first, and then when you tell her like, "Yo, that was the ambulance, not the cops," like, slow the fuck down. Like,
you're right.
We have four walls. Nobody know that we over here cleaning guns. Like, ambulance. Like, everything's okay.
Well, here's the thing. So I remember there was a mirror in the room. So a mirror is different than a camera.
Yeah.
So when we had just started, like literally although I knew you and we had been friends, I never knew you with your dick in my mouth.
Yeah, I get it. It was cool. I just wanted to be like, that was so dope for me. I want you to see yourself.
Well,
like, look what
okay, so let's talk about consent. Like I was saying, you should ask someone definitely beforehand, are you okay with recording? You know?
Guess what? I ain't have consent just now, and I just made a whole fucking porno with your ass.
I think we're past that thing.
Well, we passed that one too. That was last week. This week.
That was this week. Yeah, definitely if you're out there, fellas, for women, if you have never talked about like recording or making, home videos, talk to them first, because I was 32 years old and I've never made one.
Thank God.
So it's not. I think some people think it's common, but I don't think it's as common as people think.
I mean, it's very common, and I, back in the day,
long
I used to pray.
Ago.
I just pray.
Yeah, we'll keep it there.
I pray. I always pray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so.
God is good.
Also, this week, no, we've been thinking about like what are some of the tips and tricks that we can give for people that are pregnant, because I feel like everybody and their mom was pregnant, right?
Yes, everybody. So a lot of dudes out here is like jerking off a lot, like, or
having pregnant sex.
Yeah. So when they can get it, like I'm telling you, like we really having sex like is oil changes. You know what I'm saying? Like
late ones, like a teenage girl doing oil changes. They're always late. The motor about to go out.
I'm talking about, yes. You see my goddaughter just now blowing the engine. It's like I got smoke coming out my ears for you to be like, okay, I give you some. Damn.
No. So, but there's a few positions that are things that make it better, right? So I think that being after a while, so I think now in the late second trimester, when I'm big enough, I stop seeing my vagina. I don't know what it looks like. Being on top is a little bit better.
Yes.
So God. It helps being on top. I can't, if I wanted to use a vibrator, I can't, because it won't reach. So if being on top, I don't have to worry about like my stomach being in the way, him pushing on it. Like I can control it. I'm totally in control. But then since he doesn't get any all the time, what happens? What happens all the time when I'm on top?
Oh, it's just You know why? Because she go on top and be like,
You know, all I hear while I'm on top is wait. Don't move. And I'm like, okay.
I ain't see you in 6 months, and then you want to jump on there, just you know what I'm saying? You press the car. I'm talking about you don't start the car and go to 90 right away. Like let the motherfucking shit warm. Like take it easy, slow down.
I didn't do that.
That's what you do.
Whatever.
Right.
I try to slow it down, but then like when I'm on top twist, it's like, oh, this is good, and I'm thinking that he's gonna hold it, and he can't hold it. Being in
then that's once every 6 months, like I said.
Shut up. Every couple of weeks. Then being on your back hurts being pregnant. So being on your back is one of those positions that you don't want, like missionary, no fun. You can kind of like tilt your hips to the side and do a little bit of that, but then he gets scared because if it feels good and you moan too loud, he's like, the baby.
This is not a moan. This is ouch. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everything else is like, so you're about to try to get into it. Ouch. Like, you sure?
No.
Or it's, no, that's a good ouch. No, it feel good, but it hurt. It's like, what do you do? But I'm tightening up. If I'm gonna tighten up, and then the baby gonna come. I'm like,
that never said the baby's gonna come.
But you wait till you think I'm thinking in my brain. Like
so
pregnant sex is so amazing, it's good, but it's like scary as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
it's like the scariest thing because it's for like, am I gonna hurt her if I do something wrong? It's like, and we used to like this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we used to.
Right. So I mean, we know the doctor has told us, and we have read enough again, like you're not gonna hurt the baby. The baby is definitely secure in there in its sack and in all there. We're not hurting him. He might feel a little shaken up a little bit, like, ooh, roller coaster. That's about it. But he's not getting hurt. You did say you watched pregnant porn at one point in time. So did that do anything? Maybe did pregnant porn help?
Nah, I mean, I'm still attracted to you and everything. So it's not like whatever. It's just I just gotta be so cautious. It's like it's not even at anything. It's just you tightening up. It's not like, you know what I'm saying. I'm being easy. It's when you tighten up. You like, wait right there, and I'm like, did I do something? Like,
no. It's
even
just,
one time I blew on you because I didn't know what the fuck to do. I'm like, did I hurt you? If I hurt you off this, it's kind of like whack.
You ever burnt yourself and like you just start blowing on it really hard because it hurt, or like you tap something hot and you're like, or whatever. That's what he did to my vagina. I just said ouch, and he just started blowing on it, and I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Okay. You know, it's just she ain't got ouch in her fucking body.
Oh, come on.
Like she's dramatic about every single thing.
I know for a fact I'm not dramatic during sex. I don't want to scare you.
I'm scared. I'm telling you.
Okay, but I don't do it loud or crazy.
Baby, we got the.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What are we talking about?
Change the subject.
Right now.
Nate, what kind of producer do we have?
When you don't know that the kids out there.
Okay, we have children in the house.
What was he talking about just there?
Wow. Fuck. So Ayana came back home today, y'all.
Today.
Shit. And my nephew's here. We have a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. Fuck. Actually, speaking of that, this morning before we picked her up from the airport, I picked her up. I was like, we have to, you baby-proof the house when a baby's born.
Yes, all the stuff inside the sockets.
Yeah, you do the drawers. You do the toilet seat. Well, you have to teenage-proof your house as well. So I had to go into my drawer and pull all the toys that we got. I had to get all. There's a lube tube that I have. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, we should use it one day.
They're probably coming to what the fuck I need lube for?
No, it's like it tastes like something. I guess we don't really need it, but it came on one of the boxes. But anyway, I put everything in a box and I put it in the safe. Because last time she was here,
and you talk so much, so she probably already know the code.
No, can you imagine? I would die. Well, no, because last time she was here,
go to the store.
Everything is in the drawer next to my bed, right? What's that called? The nightstand?
Yes.
So it's in my nightstand, and I needed my Tums. I had heartburn, so I was like, "Hey, I need my Tums," and she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "They should be next to the bed," but they weren't there. So she's like, "Oh, it must be in the drawer," and she opens up the drawer and toy galore. And I'm like, no. So I closed the door. I damn near like pinched her fingers. It was just, and he's just standing there like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She was just like, Mom.
Even Mama Mita's go look at it. It's like, how does she just?
Oh, she don't give a damn.
She don't care.
You told me she was in the drawer looking for something for you.
Yeah, yes. She went in there and got one of the boxes for me, and she knew exactly where it was at and everything. So I'm like, so when she went in, she pulled the drawer, and I'm like, no, don't go in there. And she just went in there, and I was like, so I called her.
Doña Mira is like my grandma. She cleans my house every week. So she comes in as an older lady. She don't give a damn. She folds my drawers.
She don't give.
She comes in the bed the morning the same morning we just finished having sex. The bed is destroyed.
Destroyed. I feel so bad for her.
Do you really?
Baby, stop with the talking.
Do you feel bad?
I do.
Do you?
I feel better because my side's back dry. Stop talking about that stuff with the babies.
You know, you should stop talking about it. Some people have asked me if I have talked to Ayana. I had the sex talk with her, but I had the sex talk with her starting at like 7. So it wasn't a sex talk. Like I had the conversation that you could have with a 7, 8-year-old, and then we had the more serious ones in high school because this is not when the boys want to pull their dick out and put them in their mouth.
Take it easy.
And I'm like, you're not gonna be out around here just fucking and getting fucked.
No, it's not
so
what it is.
We've definitely had these conversations, and teenagers are gonna be teenagers, but I'm trying to make sure that mine stays the fuck home.
Always be mommy.
Yes, just calm down. I tell her these are the exact words. You're gonna have to have plenty of time for fucking. Because if you say sex or intercourse, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Mom, you're being so proper. You're gonna have plenty of time for fucking. Mommy is 33 and I'm already tired of fucking. So just don't worry. Just wait. Just wait.
Well, you got a whole lot more. You ain't worry about that.
We got plenty of time. But anyways, that was our story of the week. Making the accidental pregnant handicap porno.
Oh my God.
And so
no consent.
Now that I saw it, I didn't look that bad. We didn't look that bad.
It's not bad
so,
at all.
well,
it's just knowing at our state, like we really got a pregnant woman. We really got a guy that but it's not even bad because it wasn't like I was trying to stand up. It was
so I think maybe we can put one of these camcorders up one day when Ayana's gone and maybe do something.
Listen, at the end of the see before we dope. You know what I'm saying? Before the baby.
Oh, okay.
We was dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? We can sell that shit. But now we're just like,
we'll
let's make sure you're okay.
Let's make one before I give birth. Not a long one, like a short one.
Okay.
And then we'll do one after. But you have to wait till I look good again.
Yeah, I got you.
You gotta, because I'm gonna be. I don't know how self-conscious I'm gonna be in my body afterwards. So we'll figure it out. I think I want to try. It wasn't that bad, but I don't want it to like where we set up the tribe. I don't know. The fact that the camera caught us without us knowing,
it was so better. Much dope. Yeah. Now we got to do a little, sucking in the stomach.
Yeah. Now I'm when you know it happens, like you're gonna be conscious of what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I'm saying I hate that. Maybe it's no fun. That was a job. We got to really perform and make sure.
I don't want to perform.
You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I grab the leg. The leg can't just slip past
I have an idea.
No more,
so how about we bring one of the what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Leg be slipping past sometimes. Gotta hold it up. You gotta hold it. You gotta make sure you hold it now. Like I'm off camera. Hold it up. Shut up, nigga, because they catch me talking. They be in trouble.
Maybe we can put one of the security cameras in the bedroom. And then it'll record us.
Sheesh.
Yeah?
Man, listen.
Okay.
It's your world.
We'll try that.
Don't make sure this shit ain't getting hacked too much.
Oh my God. What if somebody hacks our cloud?
See, we talking too much right now.
Okay, you're right. We're not gonna do this. Moving on.
We back at it with the kids out there. So
we're gonna start. We're gonna start talking about sex now. No more sex talk.
Yikes.
Let's go into our listener letters. This one, if you guys want advice from us on your relationship, and it's coming from the point of view of how we deal with our relationship and our experiences. So again, we are not experts in relationships.
Or perfect.
That was a good one, baby.
Yes.
And we're not perfect. So do not take our advice with a grain of salt. And if you feel like it applies to you and it's good for you, do it. If shit gets fucked up by what we tell you, don't come over here blaming us.
But you understand this though.
What?
You do. I know you see last time you talking about, oh, we not your goals. Motherfucker, we are the goals. Like to be with like we are. This is dope as hell.
I hear you, but it's dope as hell for us. Can you imagine?
I'm talking about to be at this level. Everything is levels. You see what I'm saying? And where are they at levels in their relationship? How much do they love each other? How much do they like each other? How much can they work with each other? How much can they support each other? How much?
I guess the big picture, maybe.
Yeah, if they got those type of things like we got at least locked in,
yeah,
they would love to want to be in this position and this where we at. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole lot more room to grow. We see growth now. Yeah. Before, a lot of people like, I don't know how we're going to even be.
But tomorrow. Everyone has their own growth and their own path. And that's where I was coming from, kind of. I was like, I don't want to be your goals. And like, oh my God, I want someone who treats me just like that. Because not everyone can handle the way you treat a woman. Or treat me, I would say. Yeah, not everyone can handle the way I treat you.
No way. Even Nina will be like.
Nina be so scared.
As soon as you walk out back, you're like, Wax, like, you ain't even do nothing. Like, I said, bro, what were we doing just now? We just sitting here. And she just came out and you got in trouble for nothing. I'm like, Nina, when you get a girl, this is what's going to happen to you too. She came out here, yelled at our piece. We was chilling, right? We'd be out there chilling, doing pull up. She'd come out here, rah, rah, motherfucker, rah, rah, rah. And then go back in, and I'd be like, all right, baby.
No.
But he's terrified. He like.
Right. So I'm telling you, it's not everyone's goals, but the growth, like you said, is definitely something that you want to have.
Yes.
So again, if you want us to give you advice from our point of view, send an email to whatever she says podcast@gmail.com. It's going to be under the description of the episode as well. So you can send it to us right away and we'll go ahead and email you. Yes. Now, I don't know if she wants me to say her name. So I'm just going to call her M. Miss M. Okay. It says, hi, Carla and Waxy Poo. Who came up with did L'Oreal start calling you Waxy Poo?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know about L'Oreal. She says, my husband and I don't see eye to eye when it comes to parenting our future children. I grew up where my parents planned family vacations, so I have all these amazing childhood memories of seeing the USA, and my husband's parents would leave their children with the relatives and go on expensive cruises in Europe and such.
Okay.
Now, here we are. I talk about places like Niagara Falls, and my husband says, I've never been. He thinks it's perfectly fine to leave our future kids with his mom, but I want my kids to experience seeing all the beauty in the world. How can we compromise on this? How can we compromise? Oh, as it turns out, his oldest brother and his wife are raising their kids the way they were raised. Leave the kids and go on couples trips. Please help me out because it leads to small arguments. Thanks, M.
Hey, M. See, one thing that I don't think he understands is that his mom and dad probably were swingers.
Really, nigga?
And they did not want the kids there. Y'all on some, we just want to fuck each other. And we get the kids their own room and go ahead. A lot of times the people, mom and dad, they've been in so many other things that we have no idea. You know what I'm saying? We young and don't really know what our parents was into and stuff. And you probably never know. But a lot of times, thank God I understood what my poppin' was into young. And I was like, now I know who the fuck you really was, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because we all change. You know what I'm saying?
You're wild as hell. That's not true. I think that is a thing. I would take Ayana on certain vacations. Like I would take her a lot on hotels, to Miami, to Puerto Rico. She went to DR. Like I would take her a lot to the beach, to Disney World, shit like that she was gonna remember. Yeah. But when I took my Europe trips and my big trips, she didn't come with me. She stayed with my parents because I don't feel like a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old can really take in what it was for me to go to the cathedral in Spain. You know, she was not going to understand what I'm looking at, what I was seeing, the pilgrimage when I followed that. Like,
leave me too, because I don't know fucking know either. I'm like, where can I smoke at? They got the nuns. I can smoke the nuns.
So let's say we were going to Amsterdam, right? And Psalm is 4 or 5 years old. And we want to go to the red light district, and you want to go and smoke in Amsterdam. And that's what I'm thinking.
We not taking him. I get what you're saying. Me and you going to a couple's cruise, or we got work and certain things that we was doing. Like I said, they were so young to where they left the kids at home. Was it a job that them two went to go do? Was they on a couple's thing?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, whatever trip. It seems like it's a little bit different. There's some parents that you need to take time for yourself. So I don't know if her parents, she's like, we went everywhere with my parents. Maybe you don't remember the times when your parents took their own trips.
Yep.
You know, you remember the times that you went on a trip with them, or maybe your parents didn't take trips on their own because they only like each other that much. And his parents, you know, took I don't hear you saying that he never went anywhere.
That's probably was their therapy. You don't even know. It's like, listen, And it got a lot to do. Like, it's so unbelievable that my mom and dad never went on like a real trip. You know what I'm saying? They got 12 kids. So you would think that they at least go on at least one trip a year or something to take for themselves.
Right.
They never did that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that the money was different or whatever the case. She got to look more into that. I don't think that the kid's supposed to go on every trip. I think y'all need your own time.
And you guys are arguing also about future kids, the hypothetical.
Yeah, come on.
Like, there's no.
How you know his soldiers work?
Right.
His soldiers don't even work. If he ain't get you pregnant yet, his shit don't even work.
Don't put that on them.
I ain't putting that on you.
Don't put that on them.
I ain't gonna put that on them.
No, it's like,
but you better figure it out, boy.
No, I mean, they probably are planning it or whatever. But the future children, there has to be compromise. There will be trips for the kids, where it's Disney World or whether it's whatever it is that has to do with the
parties.
kids.
Everything is actually about the kids.
Everything's about the fucking kids once they get here.
Yeah, everything is about the kids.
You guys have to have your own time, your own cruises, your own Niagara.
Time to have sex and you actually scream and
Oh my! There's nothing like when Ayana leaves and we're like, yes, doors open.
I ain't gotta be like,
loud.
shut the fuck up. Shut up, pillows. I ain't smothering you. You ain't coming up all red and shit.
Yeah, so stop arguing about future kids.
Yeah,
and start talking right now about how you guys are going to compromise. And I think the great compromise is stop worrying about what your parents did because you want to upgrade and do better from what your own parents did before. So right now is just say, hey, we're gonna take our own trips. And then you're gonna take, and we're gonna take trips with the kids.
Yes.
You can do both. There's not one right or wrong way. Do both.
And how long you think you're gonna live for? Like, y'all don't like each other that much. It's like, as soon as we take the kids on the trip, I'm never being with you again. It's plenty of days, plenty of times, plenty of months, plenty of years. Take it easy. Y'all go ahead and try to compromise. Listen, first trip of the year is always with the kids. Last trip of the year is always with the kids. We have one or two in the middle. All depends on if I really still like your ass or not. Our finances, you know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff, get it in. We having regularly good sex and we might not fly out, but we need this therapy time for us. We might need to fly out, have bomb sex, and might have to bring one other person in just to, you know, hey.
Whoa. What happened there?
I was on a roll, baby.
How
would I get on the roll?
Slow the roll.
That's what you here for.
Yeah, slow it down. Pump the brakes.
This is what you here for.
Pump the motherfucking brakes.
This is my whole life. You are here for my whole life to slow my life down, and look what we got.
We're going to pause it to the next question now.
God bless us.
I hope, Em, we helped you out because, girl, homeboy got a little too...
I was rolling. You got to pull me back, baby.
Yep, we're pulling you back. We're pulling you back. Okay, so this one says, they have kids also. So it says, I need advice. Me and my man will be together for 6 years in November. He's 29 and I'm 34. So I'm 5 years older than him.
Okay.
I have 2 children from another marriage. And we have one together, born a micro preemie at 24 weeks last year. So micro's like super, super big. Yeah. Since our daughter, who's the preemie, we fight. It feels like we don't share the same interests anymore. It feels like he is distant and doesn't want to do anything but play video games.
He's saying you do. But go ahead.
Every time I bring up our issues, he fights me and nothing is resolved, or he says he's going to change just to shut me up. Is there anything I can do to save our relationship?
Well, first off, know that you got a man. It sounds like a fucking man you have. It sounds like all the problems that she got, we got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, I mean, I listen.
Not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Well, I think we stopped it beforehand. Having a baby, we haven't gotten there yet, right? Yes. So we haven't gotten to the baby stage. So this will probably be something that we can update later on in our relationship once Psalm gets here, because we have to be very aware once the baby gets there, and you had a preemie. So you know how hard that is? What you don't know how he's feeling, the fears that he might
life
have.
Changed in like that.
You know, the fear of having a preemie baby is like, is the baby going to survive? Is the baby going to be okay?
Feelings,
like that
emotions.
Fucks you up.
Yeah. So a lot of emotions and things is coming out of y'all both.
Or he's holding them in.
Yes, and he don't know where to direct his emotions and stuff at. So y'all both got to take it easy. Y'all both went through a trauma thing. That's PTSD off y'all baby, like coming out early. Like, we are so blessed, and I thank God and praise God every single day for us to still be in this position that we're in. The baby's still growing, the baby's still in there healthy and stuff like that. Having a preemie, that's, you already done had the baby already at the kids.
Yeah, I would. Psalm would be right now 5 weeks if I would have had it at 24 weeks.
Come on, yo. That's
Yeah.
kind of so. If that changed your life in 2 seconds. That would have changed our life completely in 2
Totally.
seconds.
Because then it's like you're worried. You never know. So it's like, is he blaming you inside for something maybe that she could have done? Did she take a sip of wine and he's like thinking inside? Maybe that's what. And it probably wasn't it.
Yeah.
But is he holding that inside, or is he holding inside? It's like, is it something that I did? Did I do something to make her sick? Is it on my end that the baby's not okay?
But I guess the baby is okay, and now it's just like
now it's just they're not communicating.
They're not communicating.
And if you're not seeing eye to eye, therapy.
Yeah, because we caught it. Like I said, we was on the verge of fuck you. Well, we was at fuck you.
Yeah, we were definitely.
We still think we at fuck you now.
We're always at fuck you.
Well,
but then we fuck.
You. Yeah, and that's what happens.
And so it clears up your mind.
Yes. So if y'all not fuck you, and fuck, that's the problem.
Yeah.
If y'all saying fuck you, and fuck you, y'all need therapy.
Yeah.
Or y'all need to come on this show and let us try to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Come on 50-50. Come on 50-50. I promise you that we can help you out. Hopefully your husband is up to that. Tell me he can actually play the video game on 50-50. So it ain't like he got even switch. Tell me what it is. I'll play Pac-Man with his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So come on here. Just if you really want to save it, I think you should try because of the kids and stuff like that. But just sound like you got a regular man that need to get, a check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just get him. He just need a check. He's reliably checked right now. A lot of trauma things just not happening in his life, just now different. Just give him a little bit of time. If y'all was going through things, you just had a baby, I'm sure he have to give you time. So men go through things too, man. We protecting and providers, and we also play a part in this whole thing that goes on, his life and our whole family. We plays a big part. We like not the base, but we like the fucking roof and everything to keep the rain from coming in. We the ones that keep the shelter on the outside. But y'all are the base. Without y'all, everything wouldn't be able to hold on. But so just make sure you hold him down so he help y'all.
Yeah.
So don't break him down.
So there's a communication block somewhere right there, and something that he can't express right now, and something maybe you can't express and you don't even know, neither probably are aware of it. So just go somewhere and talk. It can be, so I do have a code for shit I'm 30. I'm going to try to get one for whatever she says. Okay. So there's BetterHelp, which is where we got our therapist and we started working with her. And thank God she's from around here. So it's try BetterHelp.com/shit I'm 30, right?
Like our therapist?
Huh?
You like our therapist?
I love our therapist.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind. Do you like our therapist?
I like her. I think she's cool. I think she's drinking tea in front of us and ain't asked us for no tea. Like, at least if she had asked us for tea, I'm like, yo, she's kind of cool. But she sat there and they asked us, do we want some tea, baby?
That's not what we go there for. We should have brought our own. We weren't even supposed to be there anymore. The hour was up. It was time for her to drink her tea between clients. And we were still there talking.
But shit, we have tea. We the ones who talking. She just there like,
whatever. Since you talked about it, definitely shut up. Definitely try to come on 50-50. If you're listening to this and you're thinking right now, hey, I have some type of communication block with my man or with my girl, bring her to 50-50 court. And speaking of that, we'll go into 50-50. You ready, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this shit.
Let's go on it. You are now entering 50-50 court. Real cases with real couples that are willing to lay it all on the line to get as close as they can to a 50-50 relationship. They're willing to allow us, their judges, myself, Honorable Judge Carla,
and myself, Honorable Judge Wax, to make a final ruling in their cases and sentence them to a life apart or till death do them part. Welcome to 50-50 Court. Peace. Thank you.
So this week on 50-50 Court, we have Carla bringing her fiance Frank to court. Apparently, in our docket, it says,
you got the docket,
if I read here, yeah, it's right here. It's virtual this time. Okay. So I have it on here. And it says that Frank goes to work every day and his manager happens to live 2 buildings down. Okay. He takes her to work every day because she doesn't have a car or a license. It's been going on for about 4 months, but Carla has an issue with it because she doesn't seem to ever acknowledge Carla, and she kind of has an issue with it right now. She doesn't pay for gas, and it's just what is going on here. So we're just trying
to get... she really ain't got nothing to do with it. That's between, like, is Carla the car? She's not the car. She getting a drive from him, so what Carla got to do with it?
What?
All right, baby.
The problem is that this so-called manager that works in the same environment as my lovely fiance here is that, you know, supposedly, allegedly, what Frank says is that she doesn't have a license. I don't know for what reason, but in Florida, you have to have a license.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a license.
Okay,
How old is she?
I have no clue. They say that you're not supposed to ask a woman for their age.
Well, I do.
How old does she look, Carla?
I think she looks like mid-30s.
With no license. Wow.
Probably younger than that.
Well, you know how you could tell. You know how you could tell a girl's age. You gotta look at her hands.
He's not supposed to look at her hands.
Why not?
He's not supposed to look at anything on her. Okay, so how did it start? How long has it been going on, Frank, that you take her to work?
I mean, she's just a co-worker. She need a ride. It's been like a few months. I just wanted to be nice. A good deed of the day. They say you're supposed to do one good deed. So every day I do one good deed.
Wow, God gonna bless you, bro.
On the way, but I'm going there anyway.
But is she like sucking your dick on the car ride?
Whoa.
Whoa.
I ain't saying it.
No.
Where's the gas money?
But no, she's not.
So why is she not
What
contributing?
gas money? I'm going there anyway.
Yeah, he really ain't going out the way.
But if she were to
anyway, I'm just if I take her gas money, then it's no longer a good deed. I'm just a taxi driver.
Yeah, but what about you driving? She's like, oh my God, my mouth is so horny. Let me just fall on your dick.
Well, that's not my problem. I ain't saying it.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. But if it did happen, I'll probably just drop off in the same location.
Okay, so why is it that she
I'm not
doesn't
gonna engage in such activities?
Why haven't you made sure that she like speaks to your fiance?
Yeah, I see. You should do that, bro.
I mean,
why you never introduced them?
I just I'm not gonna bring her home.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Unless she didn't ask me to.
But if I say hi to someone, I'm expecting someone to say hi back to me, no?
Right.
With me.
Babe, if you want me to address the situation.
Yes, she wants you to address the situation for sure.
You should call the girl now.
Should we call the manager? I think we should call the manager.
What do y'all talk about on the ride to work and ride back?
Yeah, it's a
we talk about work.
How
Whenever
much can you talk
comes to
about?
mind.
So what? So you've been driving her to work for the last couple of months, and what do you guys talk about?
How far is the job?
When you are on a car ride, you're driving her on your phone.
How far is the car ride? It all depends. The ride, it could be 2 minutes away. That's not too long. How far is the car ride?
Florida. Everything is miles. It's Florida. You can't just walk.
So like 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes.
Okay, so question, Frank.
20 minutes?
I have a question.
Sheesh.
So, Frank, if Carla was going to work every single day, giving her manager, a gentleman, a ride every day, he doesn't pay for gas, and he does not acknowledge you, how would you feel?
That ain't gonna happen. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that. That is just not happening. But if it did, I mean, I'll just go up to him. Yo, why you driving my girl home? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
No. What if she was giving him a ride?
Oh, she's giving him a ride?
Every day. Oh, now we have nothing to say. We're just shaking our heads.
I'm thinking, you know?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this now, Carla.
He not paying for gas? He not paying for gas?
He's going there anyway. She's going there anyway, right?
Nah, he gotta pay for gas. It's just morally right.
But that would be my good deed of the day.
Oh, in that case, then I guess it's a good deed.
So we're gonna check it off as a good deed.
I don't know.
He's mad at the
It's a good deed. Don't you agree?
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Carla
Is it a good deed or I'm a taxi driver?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this now. Carla come to me and tell me she gotta take a dude to the fucking store. I'm gonna look at her like I'm fucking cross-eyed. She already know not to ask me no motherfucking stupid shit.
That's
like
why I got quiet, because I'm trying to think like now it was it's just I don't know.
Right. So when the
but
table,
I'm being, I guess
when the
table's
table's
trying to think about it. If you're gonna be a gentleman, you're gonna be a gentleman. What girl really gonna offer dude a ride home every day?
Me, because I'm going there.
she's feeling like a good person and they're going to work together anyway.
I'm gonna tell you this about hindering men. You don't never want to hinder a man.
Listen, if this happens tomorrow, I'm blaming this court. This girl ideas. I don't know how she's feeling towards me right now. She's angry. Look at her.
I think that one, so we can't call this manager?
No.
It's 8 o'clock. Come on, call my houses at this time.
Yeah, do she have a man? Can you let Carla be a little
That's
bit?
what I'm saying. She probably got a man.
Yeah.
So you guys have never talked about her relationship status?
No, for what?
You guys haven't
She's
talked
just a
about
co-worker.
Most co-workers know if one is married, if they have
I don't
children.
know nothing about none of mine.
If I'm talking to a girl about my relationship, then there's gonna be another problem.
So does she know you're in a relationship?
Yeah.
So she knows about your status, but you don't know about hers.
Because I'm not that. It's not my
Yeah,
business.
he's not interested.
Also, she asked.
I mean, I ain't that. I guess.
Carla,
Look at she looking at him. She's
I
like,
don't
"Hey,
remember.
what's
It was
up?"
like 4 months ago.
wait, I thought Carla was like frozen for a second, but she's not. She's a little upset.
Yeah, she looking
Carla,
at
how do
her
you
though.
feel right now?
I'm
She's flabbergasted.
I'm just confused as to why my question hasn't been answered.
Okay, so how would you
Yeah,
like?
Why don't you tell this girl to go get a license?
I think it'll sound mean, like, yo, go get a license. Like, how old are you?
Yeah, and I make her think that he care about her. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that.
If she want to talk to her so bad, maybe she should just ask her to tell her to go get a license.
How would I think she doesn't have a license? You want me to talk to her?
Hey.
Carla, how would you like for him to handle the situation going forward?
One of the
Well,
issues.
we come up with a ruling. What would you like to see happen?
What I would like to see happen is he tells her, go get a license so she could start going to work like a normal person, or if not, pay gas.
Or get an Uber.
Or get an Uber.
Like, I think Uber is
That's
okay.
very mean. I don't know. I don't know her
That's
financial
very mean.
situation.
So you're saving her money. How come you don't save me money?
But listen, you gotta understand that's his manager too.
Too many questions.
So soon he about to get a raise. So y'all gotta be easy. Let the man work.
Okay, so if
Thank you.
she were to pay for gas,
nice.
this is bullshit. I'm not listening to y'all shit. If she were to pay for
It's
gas
true. That's the manager.
and say
Yeah.
hi to you, and she was nicer to you, Carla, and she paid for gas, would that make you feel a little bit better?
No, I don't want that bitch in the car.
Okay.
Oh, so that's
got
the
it.
whole
Period.
that's the whole thing.
Okay, we got this. We can rule on this now. So, Frank, I'm thinking that you need to give. I understand you're trying to do a good deed, but I think you've done enough good deeds for the rest of your life. You're going to heaven.
Okay.
God has said so. He just spoke to us. So I believe that at this point, you need to go ahead and let her know, hey, you only have X amount of time, whatever Carla feels comfortable with. Maybe Carla, you think
30
maybe
days.
30 days. This ain't no fucking rent.
No, ain't no
Like,
rent. But
this
you know,
is no apartment complex.
It's what you usually do when you about to quit a job. You give 2 weeks notice. Okay.
I'm
give it
sorry.
Said who? Where does it say I have to give a 2 weeks notice? Do you have her on contract?
If I get fired because of this, maybe the ride just keeping the job.
Come on, you never know.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to make
Maybe
sure
you need a new job.
correctly, because we can sue and you can come back to court if you get fired and bring your employer in, and then we can go ahead and get you some restitution. So court's open for that as well. What's gonna happen is fuck a 2 week. Like, you gotta make me upset.
2 weeks, baby.
You stop it before you.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I think 7 days is a good enough for her to get it together. Find someone else at work to bring her to work. Start Ubering, Lyft, the bus, perhaps walking. Car don't ever hurt
I haven't
anybody.
even seen a bus down here.
Oh, we got plenty. There's plenty of buses in Florida. I'm sure Carla will find her bus route. Don't you worry.
Can I ask this one real quick question? How does she look?
She's a good looking girl.
Okay.
See, she might just fall on the
She don't
dick.
look better. She don't look better than my girl though.
Yeah. That's what counts. That's all that counts.
Okay, so we're gonna give 7 days for her to find a different way to get to
2
work.
weeks, baby. That's disrespectful.
Absolutely not. Well, Carla,
I say if she had license, we'd do 7 days, but she don't even have a license.
There's
I'm
Uber.
gonna say 2 weeks because the DMV right now is backed up, and I know that for a fact.
Oh wow, you're a better person than I am. Okay.
You wouldn't even let the motherfucker get in the car.
She
If
wouldn't
it
do
was
it.
for me, one day. But
One
So
day.
So you're trying to do your
Yeah,
good
for me,
deeds too.
Pop.
All right. So shout out to the beloveds for having, good hearts. 2 weeks from today, she needs to make sure that she finds a way to work. Uber, Lyft, walk, a different ride, and she is no longer allowed in your vehicle. Can we agree to that and close the case on that one? Frank?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2-week notice.
So you got 2 weeks to get fired, bro. See how they fucking did you, man? That's fucked up.
He's not
2 weeks
fired.
to get fired.
2 weeks for the bitch to not come over anymore. Case closed.
Bro, you about to get fired, bro. Like I said, I always like to say my piece. I am a sinner. I'm not one to say I am a pastor. It's called Pass the Word. That's all I'm doing is passing the word along in my journey that God had have me on. And, I want this word to, go through your ears and hopefully do something for your soul. You know what I'm saying? As it does for mine, even though I hear it and I might be speaking on it. Believe me, I'm definitely getting something out of it. Every time I hear the word, that's how much power it has in it. Just, bear with us and let's see what it gives us. What you got? Yes.
So today we're going to do Hebrews 11:6.
We got.
It says, and without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him.
Yes. And I don't care if it's just the size of a mustard seed, faith. Like if you don't have that faith, it's impossible to move and impossible to do things. A lot of people be stuck in their life. They always you always know these people that be like, yo, I'm going to do this. And like 5 years later, it's like, yo, you ever did that thing? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm still working on it. I'm doing, they ain't never moving. No, why? Because they don't have faith. It's totally impossible to move and go into the things that God have you to do because you don't believe. And we heard a message from TD Jakes, and it's about, hearing the rain. You know what I'm saying? The people they scared of the process. They hate the process. They don't want to go through it. They all want to just go ahead and just get success. But they don't understand it's a process. Before the rain comes, you might get thunder and you got to get the clouds. There's so many things that you got to get, but they over here still doubting because they just don't see it. But this thing is going to come. It's going to come. It won't come without faith. And he also said to hear the rain and start hearing the signs that you come. If you're not going to hear the signs, you ain't going to get the vibration in your body because you don't believe. And if you're not connected, you ain't going to hear none of it.
There's something that is like some people sometimes ask, what is faith? And faith is having complete trust or confidence in something or someone you can't see.
Yes.
So without sign, blind. You have to blindly trust that he's going to be there.
You don't hear it. You don't see it. You don't feel it. You just got to know. You just got to work towards it. You got to go towards it. And if you don't see those signs or feel those signs of the energy that God give you, if you're not connected.
The question that TD Jake asked was, can you be faithful when it looks like it's not working? And I was like, whoa.
And that's faith.
That's faith.
That's faith. So if you need to get connected, there's a lot of times they be like, people laugh like, oh, Wax on he say he listen to gospel songs. When I hear those gospel songs, I get so many different feelings because I'm connected. And if I hear a gospel song that I usually like and I don't get no feeling towards it, I'll be like, oh man, I'm not connected. So that's a connecting test. Going to hear different words from like TD Jakes and different pastors that you might like. And if you don't feel some type of connection or some type of electricity go through your body when they hear certain words, like if I hear the name of Jesus in certain places, I literally feel electricity and stuff go through my body because I am connected. I hear certain church songs, I am connected. So I feel it. So get that. I want you to get a connection test and see if you're connected to God. I want you to go ahead and start listening to TD Jakes, or that's the things that we listen to. That's one of my tests. I go to certain proverbs and to certain psalms. I listen to certain gospel songs, and I know, you know what, I am connected because I still feel this, and I praise God for that. So definitely totally impossible to please God, and the things that you don't see, go for, and God already got the path already there for you. So if you just, the only thing you have to do is go and he got everything that you're supposed to have on that road. And the only thing you have to do is have faith to receive every one of those blessings on that road. So if you
Just have
don't
to believe. Just believe. And that
just
is
believe.
Hebrews 11:6. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to trust him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. So seek him in the
In the physical.
No, the TD Jakes sermon he's talking about is called The Rainmaker. So if you go to TD Jakes on YouTube, you'll be able to see it says The Rainmaker. I'll send you the link to it, May, so we can link on it. So it'll be linked in the description of this episode. It's super relatable. And if you're going through something right now and you're like, man, I've been working so hard and I've been faithful, but I just can't see it. It doesn't feel like it's working.
Prayer away.
Go watch this that we watched.
Yes.
It hit me different. I think it hit you different at that point in time, because we're working and we're like, man, do we see it? We don't even see the mustard seed yet. And then you see the seed and you're like, that's not enough. So go to that sermon that he's talking about and check out Hebrews 11:6 as well.
Faithful grow it, faithful put the fruit on the tree, because you set it and stay faithful. When you stay faithful and stay consistent, God will provide. He'll make everything happen because you stay steadfast for him. And it's totally impossible to please God without faith. And you can't be God-given. So give your time, meditate your word day and night, and continue to stay prayed up.
And
God
don't
bless.
be ashamed. Like, we're going to close it here, but don't be ashamed to love God, to praise God, to be open about it. I feel like sometimes some people are scared to say that they have faith, but you know what? It's not a problem. Be proud about it, and you'll see how many things change in your life.
Oh man.
So many, and that doesn't mean you have to be a different person. So this is why we're giving this to you raw in this podcast, because we just talked about earlier, I was clearly making a porno, you know?
Yeah.
And doing what we do during the day, but our base, we are all sinners.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we're proud, and we know that when we work for something, we have a faith with something that we can't see and we can't hear and we can't touch.
You said our base.
Our base is the Lord. Our base is our spirituality.
Foundation.
Our base is that's where we come from. So anything that we stumble upon and we know that is wrong, or we know that we have to fix, we go right back to him. So make sure to check out that Hebrews 11:6. The Rainmaker will also be posted on here from TD Jakes. And thank you for showing up again.
Wow.
So another episode of Whatever She Says.
We did it again, baby.
We did it again. So it's going to be on number 6.
And we survived it.
So much better. Don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Go ahead and subscribe anywhere you listen to, so that you don't miss every time we drop an episode. We might have a bonus or something going out there. We will be bringing hella extra 50/50 core episodes over to a Patreon account, so you guys can be a part of us. We'll be doing those live as well.
And that porno is not going to make it.
That porno, I mean, maybe one. No, I'm just kidding.
Baby. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. No, but we're going to be doing a lot of live recordings, so you guys can be here at the same time and giving you extra 50/50 cores. So, and more extra content, because at this point, we're together all the time.
Yeah,
so we have it behind the scenes. So don't forget to leave that review so we can shout you out next episode, and you can be one of our favorites out there in the Apple reviews. And we'll see you again next week, right?
They better.
They better. Bye, y'all.